Okay, to start, let's explain what a woman moment is. The term woman moment is an ever-expanding and vast definition, so if you've engaged in conversation with women before, you may have observed some discrepancies in their behavior compared to men. And these traits are oh so ubiquitous within women, and this phenomenon has been properly coined as the woman moment. So an example of a woman moment include, but are not limited to, being a whore, lying about being raped, a lack of accountability, making shit up for attention, not being able to drive, basic denial of reality, forgetting questions 2 seconds after they were asked, general incompetence, and the list just goes on. So this show Euphoria, the dumbed down plot summary is basically a bunch of high schoolers making really terrible decisions. We'll be following the most realistic character of them all, Kat.
I spent my whole life afraid people were gonna find out that I was fat. But honestly, who gives a shit? There's nothing more powerful than a fat girl who doesn't give a fuck.
So we're first introduced to Kat in episode 1, and the hits just come right off the bat.
With Kat, who failed Intro to Visual Arts.
So we're dealing with a real winner here, folks. So when we first see her, she's a little shy or whatever. So she gets convinced by her friends that she needs to be a toilet just like the rest of them.
Bitch, this isn't the 80s. You need to catch a dick.
Later, she's chilling at McKay's house party, and she gets quite the enticing offer.
Let me ask you a question. If I were to pull my dick out right now, would you suck it?
Now I consider myself a reasonable man, so I have an understanding that it would take a Herculean amount of effort to resist something like this. But our girl Kat goes down. Okay, so here's what it gets fucking funny, right? So 20 minutes in, she's already getting her back blown out by some guy she doesn't even know. Now Kat has this other friend named Maddie, right? And so at the same time as she's having sex, Maddie is also quote unquote having sex in the pool. And I say quote unquote because it's not really clear whether or not she and this other guy are actually having sex as their pants are still on, but everyone around them is like, oh my god, look at that, bro. Like, it's not really clear what's happening, but everyone's acting like they're fucking, so whatever, it doesn't matter. So anyway, it turns out that the guy is recording and later leaks the video to everyone and everyone sees it. So, and by the way, Kat is only like 15 or 16. So in episode 2, on the first day of school, she sits next to a guy named Ethan and they kind of hit it off right away. Maddie shows her the leaked video and Kat freaks out. The video is actually spread so much that the principal actually calls her into his office.
There's a recording of you engaged in sexual activity. It is being shared amongst the students.
Is this about that video of that girl getting banged from behind? No, it's not me. Sheer curiosity, what could have possibly led you to believe that it was?
I haven't personally seen the video.
Is it because the girl in the video is fat, Principal Hayes? She'd if everyone would stop talking to me like it was, because frankly, it's offensive. One thing for my classmates to body shame me, but for you, Principal Hayes, it goes to show how insidious and systemic body terrorism truly is in this country.
So the original video is removed, but gets re-uploaded. So she starts looking at the comments of the new video and she realizes that the simp economy is pretty fucking strong and she can make a bag.
Can I have another one? Sure.
So in episode 3, skipping back, we get a literal flashback on why she's lazy. We get a villain origin story on why she's fat.
Kat drinks 72 virgin pina coladas.
So while she was on some island, she literally ate over 50 pina coladas. Over 50. And that was it. She never recovered. Oh yeah, and then she was also dropped by her boyfriend Daniel. And we'll talk about this dude later. So in other news, Kat is actually a prolific smut writer on Tumblr. Even fantasizing about having all of her followers come through and murder everyone in her whole school. When she does it, totally fine. When I do it, I guess I'm the next Elliot Rock. Anyways, her video flops after 2 weeks, but she still gets a message from some guy who's into some real sick shit. Also, this guy, he's the most base character in the whole show. Remember him. So she gets an offer for a Skype session, and she reluctantly agrees. Now she's a Bitcoin queen.
Do any of you guys know how Bitcoin works?
It's a worldwide cryptocurrency.
And what pops up is like the most like fucking brutal thing I've seen in a long time. It's like this absolute sub 5 goblin maxed like fucking ogre looking oofy doofy who's just like, close your eyes and imagine a nigga who buys Lonely Fans and that's basically what this guy looks like. Absolutely awful.
I did say the age of consent should be 12. You know why I said that? Because growing up in high school, I knew girls that were like 12, 13, 14, fucking on the regular.
King Queen? He's one of the most beautiful creatures I've ever seen.
So this guy is into getting humiliated. I get that's his kink. And so right away he just whips it out.
Tell me that you'd never fuck me. That I'm a pathetic loser. And I could never satisfy some beautiful princess like you. Come on, tell me you never fuck me.
He's just begging her to roast her, so she does.
I see a fat ass nigga with headphones. Probably if you pulled out your cock, it would smell like nachos that's been sitting in the hot summer sun all day. How about you focus on your diet, you fat ass, need to do keto ass, balding, fucked up genetics ass nigga, and worry about how to stop your midsection from fucking protruding from fats and greases. You bloated, stinking, worthless, basic, I can see around Walmart anytime I go in that motherfucker bitch ass nigga. Don't worry about me. Worry about your own self. Stay off my dick and worry about how to use yours, cuck.
So that's her first pay pig, and then when she's at the mall, she fantasizes about being railed by the guy working there. Now she's a bad boss bitch.
Yo.
So episode 4 is the Carnival episode. Kat and Ethan see each other and continue to hang out. So then, woman moment incoming, she sees Ethan talking to some random girl. She gets mad at some fabricated scenario inside her head, and instead of actually just talking to him about it, she just decides to ghost him and treat him like total dog shit.
Just tell your sister I really needed to cover my shift on Wednesday. Boyfriend's family for the first time for the best.
Well, Ethan, you can always look on the bright side and remember the words of the greatest philosopher of our time, Julian Meeks.
Things possible. Never give up. God's got a plan for you.
So in retaliation for this evil action Ethan's done against her, she's got to get revenge in the only way a woman knows how.
Iconic.
What are you, the Unabomber? What are you, a dominatrix? No.
So in episode 5, Kat actually has an epiphany.
That no matter how cool or sexy or smart you think a guy is, fucking pathetic.
It's true, Kitten Queen.
Actually, wait, scratch that. First, she's still being a bitch to Ethan.
Hey, did you get my text? Yeah. Really? I sent you a bunch of texts.
Didn't get it.
It says like delivered on my phone.
Look, I really don't want to talk about this right now.
Are you for real? Did I like do something?
I don't know, Ethan, did you?
So she ignores her quote-unquote best friend Maddie to go suck the guy that she met like a week ago at the mall. So my man gets literally defeated after 10 seconds and we never hear or see this guy ever again. Alright, so this is some bullshit that I just wanted to talk about real quick. So she hears her friend literally on the verge of a mental breakdown, but instead she's like, nah, I'm gonna go slob on this one random guy's fucking dick. And actually, you know what? No, thinking about it now, like, no, she's just a fucking bitch for this. Like, it literally took 10 seconds. She could still go hang out with Maddie, but she just doesn't. Like, so in episode 6, Kat gets hit up by some guy named Master Sade 99, and the sad simp buys out her whole wish list. She goes to a Halloween party dressed up as
Santa from Miss 45. It's a movie about this mute seamstress who gets brutally raped at gunpoint.
Wow, epic. So Ethan asks her why she's being so bipolar, and she just decides to gaslight him and manipulate him and accuse him of being obsessed.
What happened the night of the carnival? Fun and we were like hanging out, and then...
What is like your weird fascination with me? I don't get it.
What? I don't have a weird fascination with you.
Okay.
So then she body shames Daniel.
Ted Bundy was taller.
So?
Which was good, because it gave her the freedom to focus on the important things.
I guess she was real proud about that one. But anyway, so Ethan, he gets drunk, he decides he has no self-respect, grabs her by the hand, and brings her all the way to the bathroom. But before we get any further than that, we have the best monologue in the whole series. Are you ready?
Who the fuck do you think you are?
What?
Well, this is literally the second time you've done this to me. So if we're not gonna fuck, then what are we doing?
Are you serious?
You think I'm here because I'm interested in you? And what you have to say or what you think about things as if you're so fucking interesting? Fuck, are you dumb? You came on to me, remember? And ever since then, you show up, you lead me on, and then you whine about your fucking boyfriend. Like every time you start talking, I think to myself, who the fuck does this girl think she is? You are so fucking boring. Hey, I'm gonna be honest with you because any guy who says he's interested in you beyond just fucking you is full of shit. So good luck with your boyfriend. Oh, you're crying now. What else is new?
Right there, that tell me that wasn't no bar. That wasn't no bar.
That's fire in the booth, my guy. That's fire in the booth, my guy.
Nigga, listen.
Going back to my boy Ethan, and he's already defeated. And when he gets himself situated, she's gone. She's off to get clapped by Chad.
I need your advice on like 2 things.
In episode 7, Cassie is at the head of the round table of thoughts while Kat has a flashback.
I always thought I was gonna lose my virginity to you.
You're a virgin?
No, I mean when we were younger. When we dated.
Okay, so this shit's crazy. So this kid and the guy that just hit Kat, they are actually supposed to be the same person. Maybe I'm crazy or fucking but the kid is Mexican, right? And the guy is white. Like, I didn't even realize this until watching it through the second time, but like, they're the same character. Also, who is this third child supposed to be? Like, are we ever gonna get an answer for this? Probably not, but... So basically, Cassie wants to tell her boyfriend that she's a hoe, and the Lucys tell her to dodge accountability and morality and tell her to lie.
You want to tell McKay that you made out with Daniel at the carnival and on Halloween? Bitch, that's the craziest idea I've ever heard.
Though Kat's got some shit to get off her chest.
I wouldn't worry about it, Cassie. It's not like you guys are gonna be together forever.
So Maddie hands her this quick L.
Kat, what the fuck is your problem? You are a bad friend to me and this whole new personality is seriously unlikable.
World Star! You bitch and moan about your psychotic, abusive boyfriend.
It was literally the lowest point in my life, so yeah. And the fact that you're just fucking mean.
What you talk about is yourself, your clothes, your boyfriends, whatever superficial shit you think is so fucking important.
But I miss the old Kat. You know, the one who had a sense of humor and wasn't a fucking cunt?
So Kat has nothing else to really say to that, so she gets up and leaves. So Cassie tells McKay she's pregnant, and so for obvious reasons, he's like, nah, I ain't paying no child support, so they decide to kill it. So Kat does her Skype call with the dude from the other episode, Master Aid 99, but she realizes she ain't about that life. So episode 8 is the final episode of the season. Not all is lost for our heroine as she rejoins the round table of thoughts on this brisk homecoming night. So Kat sees Ethan and goes and apologizes in some weird emotionally obtuse way, but simping ain't easy, and he accepts it.
But that night at the carnival when you were flirting with that girl, I just like hated you. I guess I just wanted to hurt you as much as I imagined you'd hurt me. And I know that sounds juvenile, but actually not like this. You're actually really kind and you're actually really nice, and
So Ethan does himself no favors here, but this big speech he gives ends up actually foreshadowing the big moment.
Kat, I liked you since I sat down next to you. And like, is one of us gonna get hurt? Yeah, probably. But I'll do my best to make sure that it's me.
And Cassie's over here starting her kill streak literally on the same day as homecoming. In season 2, Kat's screen time is literally a fraction of what it was in the first season. Okay, calm down. So the reason for this is supposedly there was some beef on set because the actress who plays Kat, Barbie Ferreira, was mad at the direction Sam Levinson, the creator, was taking her character. And from what I heard, there was going to be an eating disorder character arc and she thought it was insulting, and it got so heated that she may or may not have walked off set. There are many sources claiming she did, but she denies this. But who cares? The point is, of course you have an eating disorder, you're fat. You're putting the cart before the horse. One does not get fat without having an eating disorder prior. So for Season 2, Episode 1, a large portion of the episode is around a wild New Year's Eve party that's a big homage to the movie Boogie Nights.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, really nice. Happy New Year. To you too.
Good New Year, Playboy. Happy New Year's, motherfucker. Good New Year.
I'm so mad.
Hey, Kurt, have you seen my wife?
No.
Hey, Maddie, have you seen Cassie? I thought she was with you. No,
Do your thing.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
Fucking shit.
So here's a true cell trait. If a girl gets jump scared by your appearance, it's over. And before we move on to the next episode, this is so clean. Like, the visual foreshadowing for each of their relationship arcs is 10 out of 10. The whole season, cinematography, fire. So in episode 2, Kat realizes that something is wrong in her life. So it takes her fantasizing about an Aryan Chad literally murdering her boyfriend Ethan and mounting her to narrow down the issue is her relationship.
No,
Totally.
not your whole.
Come on. What are you doing?
Makira.
Okay.
This is the fate of the average oofy doofy in today's day and age right here. So she decides to make a list, and hey, to her credit, she's actually pretty honest with the list. But, you know, she's a bit too honest and realizes that she may be the problem, but that just won't do. She ain't having that.
Yeah.
Adorable. Mom, stop.
So, Catherine, tell me about yourself.
Answers. Who am I? Oof. Wow. I mean, that's like a really big question. Well, I guess who am I is a very different question than tell me about yourself, right?
Wow, wasn't that illuminating?
What's wrong? I can't fucking stand Ethan. I was wondering. I don't know, he's sweet and something good finally happens and I'm a million times more miserable.
So in episode 4, Kat admits that she hates Ethan for existing, I guess. Then we have another beautiful woman moment right here.
You really think she's gonna disagree with you?
If I disagree with her, then I would.
Okay.
What, you don't think I have a mind of my own?
That's for another video.
Alright,
so episode 6, and this is it. Here it is, folks. Are you ready? The biggest and best, most realistic character having the most realistic woman moment to ever be seen on television.
Sorry, Maddie's going through this thing.
So what are we doing here?
Going on a date.
Because on the phone you just kind of made it sound like it was an emergency.
Did I?
Yeah. Like you asked if I could cancel rehearsal.
I've been thinking about us and our relationship, and I have a brain disorder.
What? I'm confused.
I think it's terminal.
You've been thinking a lot about our relationship because you have a terminal brain disorder?
I keep thinking hospital visits, and maybe I'll have to get out of school, stay home, the little time I have left.
What is this terminal brain disorder called?
No, because you're gonna Google it and then read about it, and I'm just gonna see it on your face.
I feel like you're lying to me.
Lying about a terminal brain disorder? That's sick. And to be honest, the fact that you think I would even lie about something that awful means there's a big problem in this relationship, which is literally what I was trying to say in the beginning.
No. You started to break up with me, and then you pivoted to telling me that you got a terminal brain illness. Now I feel like you're using my skepticism as a reason to break up with me.
That's your experience?
No, that's the experience.
It's your experience of...
Kat, you don't want to be in a relationship with me. Just have the courage to actually be honest, because what you're doing right now is just feels like shit.
Wow, I can't believe this. You're literally trying to break up with me.
No, I'm trying to help you say what you want to say.
Is this some sort of manipulation tactic you learned on some fucking incel Reddit forum? What's the problem with guys like you? Tell you I'm sick. You just missed my experience. Gaslight me, tell me how to feel, all because I don't meet your expectations.
All right, well, you're right. You didn't live up to my expectations because I did expect you to at least be honest.
I am being honest.
All right, I don't even think you believe that, but I think we need to break up.
Bye.
So to recap, Kat has been blown out so many times by many different men that her brain chemistry has changed and she's lost the ability to pair bond and now can't emotionally connect to anyone and feels she's bored in her relationship and lies, manipulates, and gaslights Ethan, who's been nothing but supportive so she doesn't feel bad. And that is the woman moment. And that is all her character is this season. You know, despite there being 2 more episodes, she is non-existent in them. So a big criticism about this show is that it seems unrealistic. A lot of people just can't seem to conceive that teenagers would be doing this stuff, and I kind of disagree. And just look around. It is over. And all you people out here looking for your Proverbs 31 woman, bro, it's done. It's dead. What you're looking for physiologically cannot exist. I mean, I'd say it's over, but it never began.